green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right?
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. And let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Alert.
Now it's Carson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Easy.
This is Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a give, right side. Carson at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it with Carson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Bravo!
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
54
To throw again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going with Lindsey, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
47-yard line.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get there.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip right. Right there.
Go.
54, Mike.
On first down, Herbert going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Hey, lock it.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 54 is Mike.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, 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 check. Six guy, check six guy. Smooth.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert going up top. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Come to my work. Mike's 57, 57's low. Hey, what's the ball?
A final shot before break. Herbert, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Carson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch the edge. Watch out. Rock it. Down.
They'll go again with Lindsey.
He's checking press.
And Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week, he was dominant.
Hey, exit. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you, I got you. Right there, 54, right there, 54. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He finds his target. It's Evans. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Wide, get wide. Check, crack, hard. Get it.
A give, running right, Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Safety creep. Say, X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Foxtrot.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Bang. General West. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Kermit. Check 15. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
No. Out.
Another run by Lindsey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
That's trash. Check, 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 check.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 31, check 31.
Ready. On third down, here's Lindsey. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check, 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 check. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Drop deep, drop deep. Chance. Rush deep.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Swift. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
They'll go with the keeper, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Prater on to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charlie. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check 99. Check 99. Undercrunch. 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 Deuce. 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 Kill. Kill. Kill.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 46-yard line.
Record. Kill. Swiss.
Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike by four.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
And the blitz does come. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, tight.
Mike.
On 4th down, Herbert. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
25.
Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. Trying to improvise. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48.
Here we go.
It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 42 yards. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Ready?
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's game situation. Let's go. Show it up.
Leo.
Check three.
Big trip.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out, whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out, flip, watch out, whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch, you